Wait, are you gaming? On a Chromebook?
Yep. It's got a high-res 120Hz display, plus this killer RGB keyboard. And I can access thousands of games anytime, anywhere.
Stop playing.
What?
Get out of here.
Huh?
Yeah, I want you to stop playing and get out of here so I can game on that Chromebook.
Got it.
Discover the ultimate cloud gaming machine, a new kind of Chromebook.
Welcome to the Mysteries of the Paranormal. I'm your host, Allison. Here, I'll talk all about mythology, folklore, and cryptids. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Mysteries of the Paranormal. As always, I am your host, Allison. Today we are going to be talking about the Goatman. The Goatman was first reported in the year of 1957 in Maryland, United States. The modern Goatman came back to focus in the year of 1971, but the earliest stories are far more ancient. It is said to be the keeper of the woodlands and known for flirting. In May of 1971, student George completed an undergrad folklore project on the Goatman that was later added to the Maryland Folklife Archives and his paper. The Goatman was said to be located in Tucker Road in Clinton, Maryland. Later that same year, Karen discovered George's project in the Maryland Folklife Archives and reported of Prince George's County News in October of 1971. Though the stories began centuries ago, the search of the Goatman took on a new life in October of 71. Disappearing into the deep woods of Prince George's County in Maryland. 16-year-old eyewitness April and her friends heard strange noises, then spotted a mystery figure in the brush just hours before the dog vanished. Teenage boys later found the body of the dog with its head missing. The Goatman was to be blamed for the violent, and the stories took on new life as teenagers mounted to go hunt this creature on summer nights. Many Goatman stories originated in the early 70s. Some of the legends are set back even in the 50s, following many disappearances and or deaths of multiple dogs, which related attributes to the character. However, given the conditions of the remains, the deaths may be more likely due to the result of passing trains. Despite evidence to the contrary, stories of the Goatman's existence continue to circulate, especially among the local students. Many graffiti in the area, and Red Goatman was there, and law enforcement would habitually receive calls and report sightings, with a number of them being pranks. Rumors is a scientific experiment gone horribly wrong surfaced. The Goatman, people said, was a product of experiments at the Beltsville Research and Agriculture Center, a facility sponsored by the United States Department of Agriculture. Those theories were immediately shot down by the same facility. Another variation of the story is that the Goatman is said to have been once a scientist who worked at the Agriculture Research Center. In this version, an experiment on goats backfires and the scientist mutates into a half-man, half-goat creature who begins aggressively attacking cars in the Beltsville, Maryland area. Another variation of the legend holds that the Goatman himself was an old hermit to live in the woods and often could be seen walking alone at night. A journalist who originally covered the story of the Goatman and the missing dog dug deep into the archives of the University of Maryland Folklore Department and found that the Goatman wasn't the only woodland mystery in Prince George's County. Does the Goatman wander the woods near Washington, D.C.? Local police still answer calls about the odd monster, but without solid evidence, it's impossible to confirm more than this, and the story lives on. The creature was commonly claimed to have a human face, but a body covered in hair. However, descriptions differ on whether Goatman greater resembles a hairy humanoid human with a lower portion of a goat, similar to fauns of the Greek mythology. As well as Goatman was rumored to reside a makeshift shelter in the wooded region of the northwest Prince George's County near the vacancy of Bowie, Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the Mysteries of the Paranormal. If you are someone that has more information on the Goatman, or just know someone that has an experience, feel free to DM me or email me at themysteriesoftheparanormal@gmail.com. You can also DM me on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok at The Mysteries of the Paranormal. I'd love to hear from you, and until then, see you next time. You can find this podcast at The Mysteries of the Paranormal on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be sure to tune in every week for a brand new episode, wherever you get your podcast, or at roguemedianetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.